Hey guys, it's Vanessa again. So today we're going to talk a little bit about bonding with your baby. And there's some key things that you want to remember when you're really trying to cooperate with your child and trying to get them to understand what you want, but also you listening to what your baby's needs are as well. So the first four things that I think are very important that should come from a professional standpoint of your support system would be support, number one, guidance, number two, education, number three, and number four would be activity. And so in these different ways, your professional support system can provide you with, support, whether it be physical, emotional, or spiritual. They're going to be giving you support in the different things that you're trying to achieve during your pregnancy, during your labor and delivery, or also during after your baby's been born and when you're trying to attempt to breastfeed. Guidance is really coming from different tips and suggestions that they can give you when the not so positive situation occurs, which, let's say if you're trying to breastfeed and your baby's not latching on correctly, then the best thing for you to do would be to seek guidance of a lactation consultant or a lactation educator and try to find out immediately what are the issues and how can they be solved so that there's no interruption with that breastfeeding relationship. Now, there's also education, and from that standpoint, you have to understand that breastfeeding is not the only way to bond with your baby. Now, I will say that it is the best way for mom and baby to bond, but what about dad? What about if you're not breastfeeding and you're bottle feeding? Then you have to seek out other ways and methods to bond with your baby as well. So education is very important. And then also activity. We want to make sure that mom is not only getting the right nutrition, but she's also getting the right exercise, and she's getting stretching, and she's also participating in different types of situations that would help her to take the information that she's received and actually apply it to her life and her situation. And so I like to couple those four things: support, guidance, education, and activity with consistent skin-to-skin contact. And basically what that is just when baby is right here on your chest and he's or she is either breastfeeding or just there for comfort or there because they just want that close contact with mom. Now, it's funny because our society is not set up for this. Our society is very disconnected, and so we push people away and we say, no, I'm independent, I'm going to do this on my own, and we expect mothers to just know it all and to be super mom. Well, the truth of the matter is that because society isn't set up this way, it's harder now for moms to bond with their children as it was in the past. So what we have to do now is come up with several different consistent behaviors that are positive, that we are persistently using with our baby to help them feel comfortable, to help them feel safe, and to help them understand that we do care about what they want. And so what I would suggest you do is to couple those two things. Like I said, consistent skin-to-skin contact. Baby wants to be close to mom. I really suggest and promote baby wearing. And it's funny because a lot of times us as moms, when we start to get irritated or frustrated, the first thing we do is put the baby down. And the funny thing about that is that baby can calm mom, but because our society isn't set up that way, we're not allowing the baby to do that. So if we try to implement these new ideas of like baby wearing and skin-to-skin contact and really bringing these positive behaviors to the forefront and then consistently and persistently using them, then you'll be able to start and have a very healthy bond with your baby. Some of the small things that I've been doing with my son since he was born is, I'll hold his hand, or I'll touch on the inside of his hand and kind of let him know that mama's here. I'll do things like offer him the breast even though he's not a breastfeeding baby anymore, because we were separated from postpartum depression and psychosis. He still sucks on a pacifier, but I give it to him when he's also at the breast. So I'm not only offering him a pacifier for soothing, but I'm offering my breast now as well as a form of comfort and relief for him. And it's very great for when he's teething. It can calm him down by just sitting here for about 10 minutes, and he is completely calm and content. And your baby will cry less if they know that you're offering that to them initially, instead of them having to scream and cry and yell for that type of attention and comfort. So this is just a little bit about what I've learned over the last couple of years. I hope this information is beneficial to you, and I hope you stay tuned.